Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 4 of Shogun. We are officially caught up with you guys, so we're watching it alongside you as these new episodes drop, and I'm excited to see how the story continues. So let's go ahead and hop in. If you want to see the full length reaction, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gives you access as well. It is in watch along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for reaction the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies we react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind the scenes footage, and try to make it worth your while, so you are going to be support channel. But guys, at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. If you enjoy this reaction, at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. With that all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 4, The Eightfold Fence. Here we go.
Yabushige様とYabushige様のお客人である関東のご領主吉井Toranaga様をこの村にお迎えすることに相なった。急ぎ支度をいたせ。
Oh gosh. What was that? I know him and Yabu kind of have this alliance on the side here, and we know he's still probably vying for something, trying to play these sides to elevate himself in some way. But they're bringing Toranaga here because they're going after that ship, the guns on that ship, and also to free Blackthorne's men, presumably. I assume that also was included in the deal. They're probably going to be real surprised, though, to see him still alive, though, and kicking. Oh. Yeah. She'll give 6 months. Not that I think she really has a choice, but I'm sure, like, in his good faith, he'd be fine with that. Oh yeah, you neglect to tell him so much. Oh wow.
Yabushige-sama's all loyal to Toranaga-sama.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah. That could be either one of those two right now.
Anjin-sama, this is Omi-sama, the lord of this village.
Oh, we bet.
You all shall. And fuck yourself. You sniveling little shitbrag. I really think if Yabushige really wanted to right now, he could probably make a move, but he's not going to be so out in the open about it, I would hope. Yeah, these two worry me, man. We got no time to be idle. How much time has passed since he's been gone?
I am afraid you are forbidden from boarding without permission. If there is something you need...
Well, there is, yes. My pistols and my men.
Your men were brought to Toranaga-sama's city of Edo for their safety. As for your guns, we can fetch them if it becomes necessary.
Your lord and I had an arrangement. That ship and its crew now belong to me.
You're quite mistaken. Your ship and crew now belong to Toranaga-sama.
As well as you.
Well, thank you for the clarification.
Your house is ready for inspection.
My house.
Everything here has been prepared specially by your staff.
My staff.
He's like, I have staff?
As Hatamoto, you have been given a home, a generous salary of 240 koku a year.
I don't want any generous cuckoos.
And Fujisama as a consort.
Well, I'm sure she's very nice, but I don't want a woman. I wish to pillow her, or pillow on her, or near her, or do any damn pillowing at all.
He just wants that horizon back, man.
And I'm bloody prisoner all over again. Just with better living quarters.
Relax. Relax. I get it, but relax.
南蛮船の件をToranagaに密告しよった不届き者は見つかったか
まだ見つかっておりません。
足の村を一人で預かるのは血と荷が重すぎましょう。
わしは達成がない今頃石田はわしのことを裏切り者だと扱っとるじゃろ
再び大老5人が揃わないと決まったわけではございません。Toranaga様断罪の目がのうなったわけでもございません。叔父上には鉄砲と大砲が残りまする。Ishido様に献上すれば。
God damn it. These two. I knew it. I knew they were going to cook something up. Fucking dirtbag, man.
You really don't have to be here. Go away.
Shoot. Be gone.
It's not customary for one's consort to sleep while he's awake.
Oh.
It's a foolish custom.
Wow.
You should not walk on moss. It is very disrespectful. And recently, her husband and infant son were put to death.
Well, you'd never know it to look at her.
Do you know of the Eightfold Fence? From the time we are small, it is something we are taught to build within ourselves. An impenetrable wall behind which we can retreat whenever we need. You must train yourself to listen without hearing. For instance, you can listen to the sound of a blossom fall. If you really listen, your present circumstance vanishes. Do not be fooled by our politeness. Our bows, our maze of rituals. Beneath it all, we could be a great distance away.
Wow. Oh, and they got his guns for him.
Omi-sama insists it is forbidden to bring your weapons today.
Nonsense. Your people bring swords wherever they go. Not his prisoner anymore. Where I come from, you ask guests to do things.
Please! Give the guns to Fujisama. She's your consort. She will give her life to defend them.
I can damn well defend myself. Tell this milk dribbling fucks me. I'm really scared.
心得違いがあったと丁重に詫びておられまする。
鉄砲を。
お引き取りくださりませ。
Hell yes. Fuck you, you little brat.
That's very good. Very good.
Yabushige-sama says his men do not need to learn basic skills like loading or cleaning muskets. The Portuguese brought us guns 50 years ago. We are very experienced with it.
Then what do they need? Tactics?
わしらが入りようとしておるのは戦
Tactics.
Well, then, let me tell you about tactics. I will begin by describing for you a great battle. We call it the Siege of Malta.
When did this battle occur?
35, 40 years ago.
So you yourself did not fight in this battle? You were not even born when this battle was fought.
Nope.
おい
Describe a battle you have actually fought in.
Well, as I may have mentioned to your lord on multiple occasions, I'm a sea pilot, not a great deal of infantry battles at sea.
That's true. And we've been on. I mean, he's been pretty clear about a lot of that.
Please tell him that, in my opinion, gun tactics are useless compared to the fine art of English naval warfare.
There you go.
That castle in Nausicaa, it's impregnable, yes, with swords, even matchlocks. To lay siege would take months. Anchor my ship and cannon within a few thousand yards, and your army could breach the castle walls without so much as an arrow fletching to graze their cheeks. Just let me demonstrate.
Hell yeah. Play to his strengths.
大卒が的に当たるはずがない。ポルトガル人が何年も前に試しておる。ファイア
And fire!
Hell yeah.
Well done. 勝つの大筒は物が違うのかもしれんな。
Oh, that's beautiful. They're like, damn it. It's just thunder. That's all it is. It's just like timed thunder. Oh, is she reading his journals? Or is she in charge of transcribing them? Translating them? Burned to hell.
Forgive me, Anjin-sama, but I think you should remember your oath is to Toranaga-sama, and not to the orders that brought you here.
What orders?
Your crimes against the Portuguese. It will be useful for you to know our lord will never be turned against your enemies.
And it will be useful for you to be reminded that we are at war. It happens that we have enemies in common. Those were Catholics trying to kill him in Osaka.
Yes, trying to kill you.
Because they fear what I can offer him. Ships built for war would be to his benefit.
You have no idea what is or is not to my lord's benefit.
Well, I suppose we both have our masters to serve, don't we?
Yeah. Oh, what the hell?
The hell was that?
Just a baby earthquake.
A baby what?
There are no earthquakes in England?
There are also tsunami that come from the sea and fires that break out in the villages and cities. It is why our houses are built to go up as quickly as they come down. Because death is in our air and sea and earth. It can come for us at any moment. We live and we die. We control nothing beyond that. Yabushige 様がお越しになると村中ピリピリいたしますゆえ。
難しいお方じゃが、この村が栄えるかどうかはおじ上のご一存次第じゃ。
近江様が私どものお殿様であればよろしいございましたのに。
Uh-oh. Oh, is she gonna motivate him to betray Yabu?
申し上げます。西から石像の手勢が。
Oh! Whoa! What?
率いておるのは江原上善でござる。
Fire! Fire! Take him out!
What's going on?
What have you done, Yabushige?
大坂に戻り、大老評議に二心なき旨を改めて誓い宣言を受けるとの達である。
俺がしを殺せば石堂様は得難い味方を失うことになるぞ。
されば心は決まっておるとな。石堂様にお主が敵対の意を示したとお知らせするので。
You need to openly show yourself right now.
あの万人の持ってまいった大筒は、それがしがこれまで見てきた大筒とは物が違う。キリシタンが金丹を縮み上がらせる代物よ。頼む、今宵はここに泊まってくれ。明日大筒の演習がある。それを見て役に立たぬと思ったならこの首慎んで石堂様に差し出そう。
よかろう。
Damn.
ご一行は明日大筒の演習を見物なさる。
何故じゃ。
To save my ass.
上善殿が大坂でその守備をお伝えくだされば、あまねく大名がお父上のお力に恐れいるはずでござる。
Well, they'll also have an expectation of what's coming as well, though. He doesn't trust him to begin with, Toranaga's kid.
大坂に呼ばれた大領衆に二心なき胸を誓えと。
断るのであろうな。
無論にございまする。長門様。
Yeah, okay.
お父上を裏切るなどと疑われただけでも不愉快千番。拙者はお父上のためなら。
Okay.
あの男のために死ぬことになろうとは思ってもいないんだわ。
おじ上、行けば切腹は免れませぬぞ。
逃げ場がない。理不尽じゃがもはや万事休すじゃ。
Hell, this kid might fucking kill you.
What have you got there?
It is maybe not for you.
Let me try some.
安心様が納豆を召し上がるそうじゃ。ご決心は固いようでござりまする。
I believe this is how you offer gifts, so excuse my crude wrapping. I'd like to thank her for her excellent service to this house. Ask that she accepts this gift as a gesture of my gratitude. Those are the best guns a sailor can have, and I'll miss that one greatly. But if she's one to do her job well, she'll need the best. I'll teach her how to use them. She'll be the most fearsome lady in the Japans.
これで安心様の身を守れるようにと。
ひょうたんから駒が出るとはこのことでござりましょうか。
安心様なりの優しさでござりましょう。
Did I offend her?
Oh, wow. Oh, that's huge.
亡き父の形見にござりまする。私は刀も持っておらぬお方の性質にはなれませぬと。富士様 as your consort would like you to carry her family swords. They are a symbol of her late father's bravery.
I can't accept this.
お納めくださりませ。富士様 rightly points out that, as Hatamoto, it is not proper for you to have no swords to carry.
Katajika no gojirimasuru.
ござりますると申します。
Gozarimasuru. Gozarimasuru. I'll get it right one of these bloody days.
I remind you that you are under no obligation to try this dish.
It's a bit like cheese. Very stinky, possibly spoiled cheese, but quite enjoyable.
Not gonna tell us what it is?
我らが置かれたこの深刻な状況を虎長様にお分かりいただくことさえできれば。
父上が人の話を聞かぬからな。
力が明日敵に我らの戦略を披露するしか手はないのでございまするな。
Yeah.
近江殿、父上に文を送れてないぞ。わしに考えがある。
Uh-oh. We'll see how this goes, I guess. I don't know. I'm nervous.
Sit.
I am happy to see you have changed your mind about bathing. You're wrong about my service in Ishido. It has nothing to do with the church. I have not told you my family name, but it is well known in Japan. Many years ago, great injustice stole everything from me. For a long time, I have been unable to seek resolution for what happened. But recently, Toranaga-sama offered me a way.
You said your houses here are designed to be rebuilt as quickly as they are destroyed. So if a house is ruined and rebuilt and ruined and rebuilt 50 times over, if I see it, I fail to see its ruins. I see only a house. And here I see a match woman, and one who owes me no explanations.
What is the name of it again? The city of your birth?
London.
A city like Osaka?
Nothing like Osaka.
What would you do there on a night like this?
Well, if you were with me, all the way from the Japans, I'd take you to see my queen.
Would she receive us?
Oh, yes, I'm sure. When we tour the grounds, the Richmond Palace, sit down for a stuffy dinner, and then to make up for it, I'd take us all to see a play. Do you have plays here?
Yes, though quite sad and tragic mostly.
Yeah.
Yes, we have tragedies.
And after that?
Suppose we go for a walk along the Thames. It's a big river, runs right through the city, and at night it's quite something, and you can almost forget yourself and all your troubles and your past and all the ways life seems to leave you wrecked. They all just disappear.
And then you are free.
Yes,
No.
I think so. Good morning.
You seem in good spirits.
Pillowing helped.
As I should be after a night of good company.
The courtesan was acceptable then. Fuji-sama and I thought she would make a pleasing gift.
I don't understand. You're not, That was a very thoughtful gift.
All right, what are the youngins cooking up, man?
こたびの演習では大筒が野原を飛び越え的を正確に爆破する様子をご覧いただく。長門殿、そろそろ始められてはいかがかな。
All right, what are you doing? What's your play?
なるほど、引け引け。
What's happening?
I do not know.
I think he's gonna take out Ishido's men.
エバラ上手、己にはもはや我慢がならぬ。父上の名を侮辱した報いじゃ。今こそ成敗してくれる。
Or get himself killed.
刀を収めなされ。上善殿が5体の残し者にござるぞ。
Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Holy shit! Holy fuck! Oh my god! Oh, he got turned into jello!
じゃ、吉井虎中の息子、吉井中野が命じたことじゃ。
とんでもない挑発行為にござるぞ。
Yeah, stop playing your fucking games, Yabu. We're at war. You good God.
侍の戦い方ではない。恥を知れ。上善殿。
Just war.
Yep. There's no peaceful way out of this now. Not that there really was to begin with. I was so curious about this too, because this kid who's been running this village kind of whispered this into existence. What does he obtain out of this? Because he and Yabu had kind of been working up this whole thing, trying to elevate his station and play into this whole whatever he's got cooking on. And I think he started to see that whatever Yabushige is actually up to isn't really panning out. He keeps getting himself in these situations where he's just trapped in the middle, unable to really move. Because if he moves at all towards what Ishido wants him to do, he's clearly breaching his alliance and his loyalty to Toranaga. And if he does anything of the sort in the opposite, it's exactly that against Ishido. He's got himself in this point where he can't really act in the way he wants to, so he's trying to play diplomat by showing this whole thing off. He's like, hey, listen, I'm not betrayed him. I'm still gonna offer up all this bullshit. Let me look at these suckers over here. And he's like, let me show you a demonstration of what we can do. Show you our tactics. The whole point is to do stuff you've never seen. That's the whole point of us retreating out here. So obviously that raises some suspicion. So I think seeing that, and also the whispers of his own consort kind of getting him to take a rise, he's like, all right, I want this village to be mine. I should be in charge, not Yabushige. And now he's kind of allied himself with Toranaga's kid, who also is like tired of these games and just wants to kind of make his mark as well and just stop with the sneaking. It seems like, obviously there's tactic, there's intention, there is a strategy that Toranaga's got, but it's a little roundabout, and he just doesn't necessarily see that. So like coming into this here, they've made this play, all these whispers being shared, and it provoked him to be like, hey, all right, you know what? This guy's here insulting everything we've got set up. Yabushige's just playing into it, hiding those cannons off in the distance after having been trained to target it like that, and then telling everybody to back up. So that Jozen's people were just kind of just out in the open, sitting ducks, and just got puddinged, turned to slush. Wild play. Holy shit. That was a gruesome sight. But it is all on now. Like, it's not just games. A war is coming. These weird moves are being played. Shots have been fired, literally, this time. I think they were still trying to find a way around it in whatever, but obviously Toranaga's still trying to prepare for that outcome if fighting was actually to break out. Now it's just a guaranteed. Well, I don't know what's going to happen with Yabushige now. I mean, I guess I could look into the history because all these characters are based on real people, but I'm not going to do that. That's ruin the fun. Oh, this is interesting. I love the slow build up of this because there's always this thing looming in the background of how this game is being played. Obviously, Yabu's trying to make his own plays, playing both sides for his own benefit. He just sees that Toranaga, while he's got to be loyal to him and continue to put up that front, he just doesn't see it being the practical way that's going to get out of this. He just sees this as this doomed thing, and, you know, what is he going to get out of it in the end if it does fail? And then you've got the kids both trying to get their own, you know, just Toranaga's kid trying to just make his own stamp and just kind of, you know, not play these games. He just wants to be more direct rather than put up all these false facades and all this kind of stuff, while this other kid he just wants to be left in charge. He wants that respect. All he's been trying to do is be worthy of his station in this village, and he's still been subservient under Yabushige because it's been under his fief, under his land and all this kind of stuff, and now he's just kind of like making a grab for it just to be his and not to answer to anybody else. We've got all this stuff going on there, which was a lot of fun. And then all the stuff, like literally everything with Mariko, and I forget her name, the consort that has been gifted to him who lost her family. Everything with them within their compound, him being kind of elevated as a Hatamoto and as learning, you know, about, again, more of their customs, more of the people as well, this Eightfold Fence. I've heard that phrase, but I forgot what it was alluded to. But yeah, it's like, no matter what our customs, no matter what our bows, our smiles, our rituals, whatever, just because you see us right there doesn't mean we're really here. Like, we've trained ourselves our entire lives to distance ourselves from our situation. We live in the back of our minds while everything else is going on. Just because someone's polite, just because someone has a smile, doesn't mean you have any idea what they're going through, what they're carrying, what they think. It's another one of those ways that they've been trained to hide their hearts while they put out the version of themselves that they want to present. It makes it very difficult to know what anyone is really truly thinking. But at the end of the day, he's still managing to break through some of those fences by his genuine approach, because he's not that. He wears his heart on his sleeve like all the time. And it's what frustrates so many people, because it's just he's always yelling, spatting out what he wants. But when it comes down to like these more somber moments, it does make that shine through, I think, even more, because I think it does cut pretty deep, because it's pretty clear he's not that tactful when it comes to trying to navigate these situations, whether it's politically, socially, whatever. Like he's not about these games, so nobody really has to worry about or wonder what he's really thinking, because he'll tell you at the end of the day. And I think that's kind of showing through a little bit in these little ways that he's kind of slowly earning a little bit of respect, especially when she took his guns and then turned it on the village kid. That was a strong moment, especially considering her feelings of this situation. She doesn't want to be here. She doesn't want to be his consort. She doesn't even really want to be alive at this point. And the purpose that she's been given, she just doesn't really line up with it. But, you know, it's something that she's starting to kind of loosen up with, especially after he gifts her one of these pistols. And then she, in turn, gives him her family swords. You know, she's going to be a consort. He's got to be wearing some swords. You know, it's nice seeing him kind of elevate within the culture itself, given where he started. You know, coming back to this village where this all began and just seeing the stark difference in everything. One, the way he's trying to learn the customs, the way he's trying to learn the language, the way he's mixing and matching some of these things, but also still trying to be true to who he is. And the way that's kind of ruffling some feathers, but also soothing some others is really fun to watch, especially with Mariko. You know, we got a little bit of a glimpse of her past. We don't necessarily have the entire story. We were getting some glimpses of it. And then she asked him to talk about his hometown and all this kind of stuff. They had a really nice moment. Then there was the betting. All of it was really set up so nicely. It was such a really beautiful episode. Honestly, I got a little misty whenever his consort ended up giving her family swords as well. There's some just really nice and beautiful moments. I love what they're doing with this show, man. It's just so much fun to watch, and it's just so thoughtful. You know, overall, with this episode being about the Eightfold Fence and that concept, it really showed itself really well in this by playing all these different perspectives, showing the fronts everybody's putting up, and then getting to see a little bit of the insight of those people when they're withdrawn from the public eye, and you get to see kind of the game they're actually trying to play, and then versus the fronts that they're putting up. It's a really fun episode, but I don't really know what else to say at this point, so I'm going to pass it off to you guys. What did you think of this episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gives you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Mandy, Sherrett, Ryan, Karen, York, Horace, Scott, Melita, Robert, Anguiano, Jeffrey, Hale, Jake, and Terrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, and Justin Smith. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.